I had every intention of talking about love, and the Two of Cups has come among us. Okay? So welcome to Pisces TV with Montana B. This is a love reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Wherever Pisces falls in your chart or in your environment, whatever is in Pisces right now could come up. But we're going to talk a little bit about love, relationships, the things that you love. Could be for some of y'all, it's like, I don't love nothing but money and space and vacation. Okay, so let's talk about it. I have taken the Oracle of Visions cards out, as that's what I was going to start this reading with. But the Two of Cups came out, so that is the current energy. Harmony, balance, the lion, the fire, the serpents, the wisdom. I don't know, the wands, the cups, the hands, honey. Because in this deck, sometimes they're blue hands and sometimes they're red hands. And these hands are the same, and they drinketh of the same liquor or juice, whatever you're into. Okay, never really noticed the colors for that to be the Two of Cups. So I think about water and fire. Chiron and Aries is doing some stuff. I don't know. Could have something to do with your love life. The Syrians, your galactic, cosmic, twin flame, soul seeking search or whatever. I don't know, but we're going to see. So let's get to it. I just love how the colors are there. I never noticed that. It's usually a red and a blue. But I got two orangey looking figures. As I have passion and strings. Are there strings attached? Am I pulled to you and tied to you through this passion? Because I know this lady. This lady encourages us to be confident and comfortable and passionate. And oh my gosh, the little red canary is there. Cardinal. What is cardinal? You got some cardinal signs? I don't know. Isn't that the name of that little plant? Like you got the y'all know. Hey, man, I'm no guru. I pull the cards. We read them together. But you guys have been talking about that little bird. We got the light in the back. I briefly saw the hermit. Okay, so some of you guys still get encouraged from the other side to move forward in your endeavors. Okay, as things may play out in your favor. I don't know. But what is this about the cardinal? The pieces. See the pieces to the puzzle? That's something we talked about last week. And this kind of sexy. Okay, there we got them two wands that we ended the reading with today. Pisces. I got that two cups. So it's kind of like sometimes in the strength card in old ancient folklores could talk about a false mask. Not necessarily anything negative. Could be hiding my feelings or who I am you don't think I am, or I don't think I'm who I am. All that. But the mask is off here. And I see those two wands in his hand. So maybe that's why I'm seeing all this fire. You got two wands and two cups. Where is the deck? Because I saw two pentacles. So I have 2, 2, and 2. Could be the gist. Keep calm. For those of you still in that karmic realm and that Mercury retrograde flashback, don't start fighting. So look, now we got two blue hands when I said don't start fighting. Where is it? Yeah, I know. I saw the two. I saw the two pentacles, and then I saw two of something else. I don't know, but you got some twos. We'll shuffle those in just a moment. I wanted to see something because I like seeing things, and I'm so rude. For all of the returners, I do appreciate your continued support. And for all of the newbies, thank you for joining us. Sit, be entertained. Usually it flows a little bit more robotic with the intro, and we're almost into what's being read. But thank you guys for stopping by. We're talking about love. All right, so let me see here what I got. All right, so okay, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, human behaviors. So if we are not just talking about their sign, okay, For Aries, we have the sun's passage through which begins the spring in the northern hemisphere and the autumn in the southern hemisphere. Cancer, which begins the summer in the northern hemisphere. Okay, so we're talking about directions. Libra begins the autumn. Capricorn begins the winter. So maybe it was a message there. Okay, so spring, summer, autumn, winter. Cardinal signs. Because I just, something about her picture. And then we have the puppets. And then we have being tied. What are we tied to? What are we reacting to or not reacting to, Pisces? Now I'm interested. I'm very interested. It talks about the change of seasons. Okay. Sometimes the word cardinal is confused with the word angular. Angular signs are those signs which are located on the astrological angles of any given natal chart. All right. We learned something new today. The word cardinal originates from the Latin word for important. Do they think they're important? Should you think you're important? Is there something important coming out of this message in a second? Okay. Air changes when the sun enters each of the signs, bringing a change to the season. So, that is something. That was something else. Air changes. The air changes. All right. Well, we're going to get started. See what these changes are going to bring us. I have the clarifiers here from the, Rider Waite, whatever. So we got the 2 cups. Like I said, harmony, balance, love. I like it. Something working together with the it's just a lot of fire in those cups. So it could be passion. Could be a lot of passion there. Okay. Now for some of you, I don't know why in my mind I'm spilling out just what I get intuitively, but it's like blood relatives. Don't know what that has to do with anything, but attraction, friendship, affinity, union, companionship and desire, nurturing, compatibility, pleasure, mutual administration, healing. Okay. Okay. Well, that tells me some things. Scorpio came out in my hand. This is crazy. For Scorpio energy to come out with the King of Cups, who is the Scorpionic water god here, okay, who has fire-like behaviors. I have always said that Scorpio, especially if you let other people tell it, they have this passion, fire, scorpionic sting. I never knew until I grew up and understood what the signs were, or that I was a water sign and Scorpio was one of us. It's kind of how I learned. But I always associated Scorpio with fire too. That's crazy. So we have the moon, we have Capricorn, we have Scorpio, we have the King of Cups. I think we have a graduation for somebody when it talks about getting over shadow energy. Okay. The challenging aspect I am seeing could be the shadowy energy of the King of Cups. I'll say that. Now, who has been in Capricorn? I do feel is Venus. Venus has been in Capricorn. We also may have, like we always have, Capricorn moons coming up. So there may be something significant to that. Where just coincidentally, okay, because something just crossed my mind, we will keep posted. Whenever the next Capricorn, see, now I want to look at it on here to see if I missed something. And then somebody else tell you it won't hit the same. So let's see. I know we just got into Cancer moon. So let's see. Capricorn moon, January. All right. My little gadgets and gadgets here. I know that we had one on a very destructive, oh no, it's not Tuesday, Wednesday. So January 13th could have been significant. When is the next one? Okay, we had the 13th. Is that the only one? It's moving. I don't like when this thing moves like this. That can't be the only one. I just don't think that. Well, maybe that's something that you can, because it was like the first new moon. Okay, we get it. Of the calendar year was in Capricorn. They could say something. Maybe it was that one. So the first new moon of the year was on January 13th. Okay. That's like Venus-y, because Venus number is 23. So January is 1 and 13 starts with a 1. That's 2. And then the 3 from the 13 could be 23. You know me. Okay. Or for others of you, that's 1, 1, and 3, which could be a 5. Challenge. Something challenging. I feel you may have made a good choice, or may be making a good choice. Maybe it's not a good choice. Maybe you made a choice that's going to open up your love life. Because I saw strings and puppets. I see the moon here. So your happiness is the current situation. Harmony, love. Doesn't even just say new love. But strings being pulled, shadow energy, the moon, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And then we have Capricorn, and then we have more Scorpio, and then we have Scorpio, water, Cancer, Pisces. Okay, here's another 2. You see that guy that we saw in this card with the 2 wands? I don't have to make it make sense, because some people sit back and say, what is she talking about? I'm showing you the cards. Tarot is the cards, not what Montana think. So here's that guy with the 2 wands. I wonder what that has to do with you, Pisces. So I want to take these 2 wands and we're going to see what that guy is and who it is. Okay. All of these cards cannot go into what's crossing. However, Capricorn and the moon came out. I'm going to put the moon as Capricorn was here to help us describe. And I feel the reason why there's so much red. Just imagine the devil on a good day. And sources like, you can't imagine that. You may. I can imagine Capricorn on a good day. I know some Capricorn. Sade is a Capricorn. Aaliyah is Capricorn. I have some Capricorn friends. I had a Capricorn attorney. I got a Capricorn little brother. And so on a good day, they may talk to you because they're some of the most closed out folks. But it may be a good day, you know. Some of us that may have had fears of the unknown, coming out of karmic things, like, I don't want to be by myself, so I'm just going to stay in this toxic situation. Or I'm going to negatively speak to myself. You know, I'm going to emotionally abuse myself because I don't have what it is that I want, or my relationship isn't the way I want it, or blah, 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 blah. I'm going to be alone forever. You know, something like that. That's shadow energy. Okay. But the positive thing is that you work through that. Some of you have worked through differences, or like I said, there's some type of harmony and balance after dealing with some shadow energy or the moon phases. Okay. Now, if this is just a message to me as a reader, Capricorn moons can be a little bit destructive, self-destructive. And so these cards are telling me you are not in self-destructive mode right now. And if you are, get out of it, because the current energy says that there's harmony. You could be manifesting new love. Now, in the way you need to know here, or what is there to learn? What did you learn? Ooh, confidence. This is more moon energy. And that little cat there, they're friends. They're cool. So working with moon energy. For some of us, some of y'all, I saw candles in one of the last love rings. You may even be doing moon magic, honey. But in the way you need to know, the Queen of Wands would, in light, but I think I'm being forced to talk about shadows here, but in light is confident, is stroking the ego of Mr. King of Wands. So we're not being stubborn and combative and bossy and independent and, you know, too diva, because she is the perfect wife for that football jock, celebrity, or just this guy that has a lot of drive. She also asks us to be confident, okay? And it's very comforting, all right? It's where we're nowhere at all uncomfortable. I'm not used to being single. I don't like being alone, or I'm not used to being in relationships. I don't like meeting new people. I don't like questions. I don't like, whatever. The Queen of Wands asks us to find comfort within. So it's kind of comforting in any situation, just being you, right? I like that. At the bottom, see all of this red. I got the lovers here. And so maybe talking about the Queen of Wands as a lover. I did. She's, she turn you on. She make you feel good about yourself. And that's crazy because the Queen of Wands in a love reading would be the same Queen of Wands that I'd speak of if I was asking you to have more confidence toward your dream. She's the perfect hype woman, hype man, or whatever. Here we have another card that I've associated with the Queen of Wands, and it's nowhere in history, I don't think. But come on, you got a lady with wands in her hands. You got a card that says, I am the Queen of Wands. This Kojak over here got 2 wands, and so the lady got 2 wands, and now it's 2 cups, and now it's, see, look at this. Even the moon has the sun in it. Like, what moon card have you ever seen that has the sun in it? And he actually got male eyebrows. Somebody's person is dominating the reading. We may have a cross watcher, because this blue is also the blue in the King of Cups energy and sort of the King of Swords. So if these are past people coming together again, I don't know how that's going yet. Because if we start out with 2 cups, I would want to see where we end. If you guys broke up, cool. If you're in a relationship, maybe you've gotten over some destructive energy or standing in your power. Okay? Source said probably getting over some destructive energy. But yeah, who wouldn't say that? Who wouldn't see a lady with 2 wands and think of the Queen of Wands? I don't know. But look what we got. We got the Lovers, Destiny, Fate. Then you got the World card where it talks about completion, feeling complete. Now, in the past, I'm looking at Scorpio and the 10 of Wands. Okay, so I'm wrapping it up with a bunch of X's, I feel. And see, I know Source wasn't going to let me down for people who be like, where is she going with this? I'm just telling you what I see. The King of Swords could represent someone from your past. I've always said that. When I think of the King and the Queen of Swords, even if they're a couple and if they're married, they normally stand for divorced people, older people, and for me on Pisces TV, an ex. Okay? If this was just your own combative ways, you being stubborn, cold, closed off, not really supportive, don't know how to talk to people with attitude issues, and very rightfully so, Pisces, especially when people pawn us off to be soft and crybabies and crazy. So it's like some of us, it's like, nah, and depending on what you've been through, what you've seen, or what you don't want to go through, you could be filling somebody's ear with that, right? Man or woman. So now I got a woman and a man here. Okay. And I got the sun on the, it's like I've never noticed the sun on the moon card. Like, what? Who asked you to be there, sir? That's something else. Bottom of the deck, we got the Hierophant. All right. And then we got the Star card. So he's looking forward to the future. I see that. And maybe that's what helped you turn it around, Pisces. Either getting out of them feelings, getting out of anger, addictions and obsessions with Scorpio. And unless you're dealing with an air sign, child. And if they are, it's like shit is good right now, but this moon says something else. Now here crowning you, I have the 6 of Cups. So this is definitely about a person you may know from the past or a fated encounter in the future. It's also, look at that. It's also what's on your mind. Okay? It is also what's on your mind. Thinking. Communication. We have Aquarius here. Okay? A know-it-all, possibly, if any of us have ever dealt with that. And it may be hard for Pisces to be with a person that think they know everything, because Pisces think they know everything. But if you're anything like a Pisces, then you would probably say, because we do. And then other people don't like that about us. And then we don't like that about other people. And it's always a mirror, right? But I got 6 cups here, and this King of Swords is looking at them. So we thinking about, oh, see, I knew there was a reason I was supposed to show that Empress. Here's the Emperor here. Those are my lovers. See, a little bit of confusion. A little bit of confusion. Somebody's thinking, they having flashbacks. They could want you. You could want them. I think it's strong somebody else. Because I'm like, why is the sun in this moon card? But that's neither here or there. They had, somebody's thinking, honey, and somebody's having nostalgia. Somebody got memories, okay? And that could lead to confusion if you go too far down that hole. It's okay to think of the good times. This 6 of Cups is giving me good times. But it's like that extra cup coming in, you know, crossing this moon, or that extra cup coming in, crossing being stubborn, Emperor. I don't know. It's like, damn, you was doing good. And then here's extra cup come of confusion. And it's like, God, you was doing good. You was thinking your mind is on you right now. Okay, but what's crossing it is a little bit of confusion. Now, confusion and chaos could talk about just indecisiveness, right? Confusion could be miscommunications, right? Confusions could be anger and confusion. Like, sit down, shut up, shit. You always starting shit, texting me this stupid shit. And you know what it is. I don't know how y'all lives work, okay? I have simply tried to have a conversation with a person and got cussed out, and I was like, this brother is got to be on drugs, okay? And I was mature enough to not get offended by some of those things that were said. I laughed, and I don't know if that made it worse or not, but hey. So let's see. Let's see here why this moon card, and rightfully so, this King of Swords is here. I got the 10 of Swords. Okay, so somebody's not talking and or processing a lot of information. Could be coming toward you. Okay. Now, for some of you guys that have people in your environment, since we've been in a situation of hold what you got, rest, recovery, being in suspense. You don't know what these folks doing while they in suspense when you ain't talking, and how people assume and all that kind of stuff. So the Chariot sometimes talks about what's coming toward you, and much like the 2 of Wands here, moving forward. So we got forward and forward. Okay, getting past something. Now for some of you, and I'm saving it for the end so we can do some clarifiers on those alone. But for some of you guys where there was like this there was a feeling of, do I have to go there? Okay. Plain and simple, for some of you, you may be in good energy right now, but something may strike you in the near future that have you think you going crazy for real. Like you're going to get in your feelings about something. And it may be provoked by a person. You contact the person and they throw you off the deep end. For others of you, there could be a memory, and then it throws you off the deep end. And then you're going to just really dislike yourself. And so you need to hold your focus. Focus on the facts, not the emotion. Get over it, accept it, change it, whatever. But when I see 8 swords, when I see 10 swords, I feel that unless you are talking to somebody that's been trapped in a relationship, institution of some sort, and you guys haven't been speaking, and they're going to come out of nowhere with a conversation, that's one thing. For others of you, because of this moon, 8 of Swords and 10 of Swords, I can't deny that this is absolutely rock bottom insanity. Okay? Had the thought that I was like, Source, do I have to go there? I don't want to go there, because y'all instantly crying spells. If you've had that happen, past, present, or future, just feel me on that. If that's not where you are now, excellent. But somebody, one thing lights a match, and you just have a trickle down effect of people that you've lost in your life, dead homies, you alone, your job suck, just and that's the devil energy. That's the pulling the strings, where chaos, you've been doing all right and somebody pop up, and or nobody pops up. You just sit in your damn house and break a glass, chip a nail, and then here this funky energy is over your back. Now, I don't wish that on anyone, but if you I read your comments, have ever been in an energy of, I just been crying and I don't know why. I just can't get out the bed today, or I this and I that, or my love life sucks. And the person I want to come back just won't. And they think you're a nutbag. Now, I don't want to lose no subscribers, but we just having a talk here. I can't see you. Y'all can't see me. Ain't nobody judging y'all. You know damn well, whether you want to admit it or not, and most of you will admit it, that there are some people that you are absolutely crazy about who think that you're actually crazy. Okay? And then sometimes if you play that role too good, you find yourself actually feeling that way. So be careful, because you're committed to something that makes you sad. Okay? For somebody, not for everybody. Now, I want one card. This is not, some of y'all got some not so, you or your person may have some not so functional love energy. Okay, and it's not for everybody, but Pisces TV, y'all already know when we read those comments that it's a lot of the collective here. And some collectives love people so much that they do feel like, I'm gonna die. I'll just die if I can't have you. And baby, that, I'm not judging, because somebody said I was judgmental. I do think that's some really immature energy. Because you wouldn't have been born detached from another human being if you were supposed to submit your happiness, your well-being, and your life to another soul who you wouldn't be on their top 10 of emergency contacts. Okay? Be real. So one card. See? Right? All right. Anybody feeling like they're under a spell or something? It's like, God damn, I can tell there's more people watching this as we go on coming into the reading. That's not my fault. That's tarot. Because I'm looking at the 3 eyes on this cat, right? And then now I'm thinking about the 3 cups we have here. Where for some of you in relationships, the confusion could be, because we always talking about your exes coming back, right? Or people coming back. You could be the third wheel. I don't see the High Priestess yet, but the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands both have magical abilities, right? So I don't know if this is somebody trying to, like, if you think somebody purposefully ruins your love life, somebody who won't let go of your person, you feel they holding them captive. Others of you, it's somebody else. Like, y'all might be the pentacle couple that's, doing good together, the ideal situation. But for some of you, you could have a person and or you could be that person where their heart is somewhere else, or their genital is somewhere else. Like it's somebody else that they had a stronger attraction with, or better sex, or there's someone else where there's more emotion, right? 2 queens on the board in tarot could talk about a rivalry of some sort. So that's why, yep. That's why I threw that out there. Because look, I don't see a wife yet. Okay, go in there, sweetie. I don't. The Knight of Wands could be the chaos that drives mental illness through those that allow it. And also, the Knight of Wands could be into polygamy and multiple partners, because it's like, I'm looking for love through sex, and that ain't how you gonna find it. So they seem to have a lot of partners. They get marked as, thoughts and thought boys and thought girls and sluts and tramps and stuff, but they're looking for something in a different way than others who, write poetry and shit. Okay, so I smacked. I must be really into this. Okay. So, there we got that. In the environment of this tall tale, right? And not tall tale as in a lie, but I'm just like, okay, where are we going with this? I have the 9 of Pentacles. I have the Magician and I have the Five of Swords. So coming out of the Five of Cups with this here, sadness, that makes sense. And so now I have independence. Okay? I have independence. I don't know, because at the beginning of the reading, I was just talking about how the Queen of Wands doesn't overdo that. And then the Nine of Pentacles could talk about a release, and this lady is sitting here with her crotch out, so I don't know what's being released out of there. I don't know. If you had any inheritances, because we talked about that in finances, and even though I set the intention for finances, depending on where these signs fall in your chart, something you could listen to in a finance reading sounds like your love life, and something in this love reading could talk about your finances. But I do feel that the Seven of Cups and the Two of Cups make 9 cups for me. So it's like contentment with what you have, what you don't have, what you see, what you can't see. Because the Magician knows that I have everything that I need to get whatever it is that I want. So right now there's still this level of contentment, right? You're on track. You're on the right track. The crying spells, the releasing the energy of the past. So this could be one person. I saw the Eight of Swords, baby, these multiple personalities. Or it could be different of yous. And brothers, don't feel left out, because there is a very dominant energy here. And like I said, I have never paid attention to the sun being in a moon card, but so be it. And then we've talked about cardinal signs, those who feel entitled. Okay. So releasing yourself. And then let's backtrack. So we got 9 Pentacles, which talks about a single woman. So here that is, you know, could be love spell-ish, you know. Could be a single man too, if you're a more, you know, I don't want to downplay it, because then men gonna be like, well, I gotta, you know, what you mean? Well, you got some people who overly testosterone that ram their head through a wall to show that they masculine. And we got some guys who, you know, make sure they wear lotion because they want their skin soft, and have hand sanitizer in a glove box. And maybe they clean up a little better than their girlfriends. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that, and don't want to offend anyone. Maybe they're more in tune with their feelings. And the King of Swords doesn't. Thank you, cards. So we have wealth and success. Maybe that's what your confidence is bringing in, or your person is like, ooh, that took a turn. Good. Because the Nine of Pentacles talks about freedom. And so I think it's freedom from this yucky stuff, because the current energy is 2 cups. So I could be talking about the past or current for some of you guys, or the future. If you get out of this 10 of Cups and allow chaos and confusion, or somebody's ex to take your confidence away or steal your joy. But kindness and love, right? If you want to learn tarot, like, you know, I have tarot courses, but because when do you hear the Nine of Pentacles that talking about kindness, right? But it does. Kindness, because everybody have what they want. Royalty and riches, it's like they could be snotty and snooty and nasty, but that's the shadow energy, and this may not be the shadow energy of that. May not. If it is, okay, weight gain. The Queen of Wands is pretty sexy, okay? Not saying that you have to be or don't have to be, but you need to be confident. Maybe if you've gained a little weight. And some of us that, you know, feel trapped in a cage or discontentment to not do too much eating, drinking, or drug use, okay? Because that is the shadow energy of the Nine of Pentacles with these shadows over here. But the non-shadow energy of the Nine of Pentacles, I feel, like I said, has more to do with noble. And having stamina. And superiority, you know. And someone who's refined. So if you've lost the person, and then here comes some stragglers coming into the reading, wanting to know maybe how even to get their person back. It was like to be confident and act like you don't like their ass, honestly. Let's see here. Anywho, in your hopes and fears, and it's like, who has hopes and fears regarding love? You do? Well, the fear came up because somebody said I might. The King of Cups got his fist ball, honey, at this sexy little thing right here. What is wrong with y'all lives right now? It's too many of y'all. That's what it is. It's okay. I will think about characteristics over the court cards, but usually court cards could represent people. And we got 2 queens and 2 kings and 5 wands now. So you have 5 cups, you had 5 swords, and now here are the 5 wands. So the communication issues, or the moon in Aquarius, people who want to be by themselves and maybe socially awkward, to open up to having somebody in your life like that all the time. 5 of Cups is the down sad ass one who don't think it's possible, or always complaining about something, always in your feelings. We need to talk about what. That's why I said I don't have anything against like gay or lesbian, but I always said like I could not date a girl, because the minute a girl said to me, we need to talk, like I would fucking faint. I hate when people say that. Now I know how guys feel. Because I had a girl say that to me once. Don't ask no questions. This one time back in college, right? We need to talk. And I was like, bitch. Excuse me. Because I was like, about what? I don't know. And I think guys kind of react a certain way. If a girl texts or call and say, we need to talk, ladies, please know that that's almost like they fuck around and break up with you just not to have that talk. Like, what now? You know, I'm just saying. So, okay, skip forward, because I know y'all still stuck on who told me that, right? Yeah. No. And she was beautiful. And I was like, I'm just not a gayer. I'm sorry. Anyway, the King of Cups here with the King of Swords talks about contentment. It does. And maturity, because I know what the King of Cups, how that energy starts and what it is by the time this crown goes on his head. Now his back is turned in this deck, and I'm thinking it's for a reason. Okay? Or sources like, maybe not. I think so. It'll always be about a reason. And now we looking at the constellation. Nobody else got constellations in this deck but the King of Cups. So it's like the King Cup, the Pisces, you know. And then I have the King of Swords. So I think for some of you, there could be a past life lover. And I'm talking about maybe your soul know this person's soul from another galaxy with this Syrian star energy here in the 2 cups. Could be. That's one thing. Write it down. Move on if it ain't for you. Others of you, I couldn't help but to see that the King of Cups got his fist balled and he all buff and stuff with this Queen of Wands and this Queen of Cups here. So it's like a jealous lover, a possessive lover, an insecure lover. And I don't know if that's you, the person coming back, the person you got, the person you want. You got to fill it in for me, honey. But there is something about insecure lovers, controlling lovers, you know. I can't make that up. All right. And the 5 of Wands helps me with that. Competition, competitiveness. We already got a rivalry here. We got 2 control freaks, right? One that is in his feelings, strong, and the other one who just feels entitled. So I don't know what that meant, but we got that. Now balance is needed, a reconciliation of some sort. I ain't playing. It's however it plans out for you, baby. Because Temperance could talk about how you can improve your love life as a single woman. Dead smack in the center of this reading is to balance out your possessiveness, get in control of your emotions, and not be so not be so controlled by the moon or your moon sign or your shadow side. Drinking, addictions, overeating, and indulging to compensate for love is also not going to work. All right. Some of y'all stop acting like your grandmama. Others of you, there is definitely a reconciliation with a person or a place or a situation from the past where your temperament may be tested. Now, if it's not tested, then I feel it has something to do with this 6 of Cups that's crowning you. But it's like, we can see. Now we can see. So they were like, what is she talking about? Well, let's see what the card said. Here go the Queen of Cups. So she's already on the board with the Empress. and the sword. It's a lot of girls. All right. So, 2 cups. Current situation. Got the Wheel of Fortune. All right. Got the Page of Swords. Yeah. With the Ace of Cups. I like it. Because that's divinity. That's soulmate. That's we share a soul together. Okay. But there's a conflict or a challenge in the 5 of Swords. Or you have a moon in Aquarius. They have a moon in Aquarius. And may learn lessons through your love life. You could also have a strong aspect of air or Gemini in your chart. Or it just talks about the lovers and the moon. So what would we say about the moon and the lovers? The Tower. Ain't that where the unexpected happens and they separate from the shadow side? And then this big old gust of wind and air and water pulling this cup up says that I think something may be restored. Not sure. Let's keep going. The Queen of Wands. There's the what the fuck. And here is the Mistress. There we go. There we go. Much like the 9 of Pentacles, the High Priestess is a person who is unobtainable. You know. For whatever reason, you know, I've said a lot. So there we go with that. It also talks about spiritual union. Could be. Now, the King of Swords, we talked about the past. And this past person that you could have been in separation with, that is somebody that may be destined to your fate. Y'all like how I said that? Destined to your fate. Okay? Destined to your fate. I don't know, you keep bumping into them, you keep thinking about them, they thinking about you. It's like destiny and it's fated. I don't know if y'all gonna live happily ever after, I don't know. But this is the person I think thinking of you. And I don't know why this King of Swords keeps wanting to be the Emperor. All right, with the 6 of Wands. Well, damn. Okay, that's fine. The Ace of Wands, the 6 of Cups. Triggering memories. Oh, okay. Is that source doing that? I'm sending messages. Okay, that's cool. Go forward. I don't know. Go to them. Don't come to me with that bullshit, though. Okay. Temporary situations. Going your own way. Doing what's best for you. And for some of you guys, it's like being reckless. So is that why they're taking so long? Because they think you reckless and crazy. Or they had some thoughtish ways. I don't know, but there's something that causes this coming and going. And maybe if you wanted to not come and go this time, it's a message in these cards. I ain't going to be here all night. This cord or this connection could also be why you feel like you cannot get away from this person. Like, gee whiz, I be trying. Is it the one? I see the Magician as the one. In love readings, they say the Magician represents the one. But a lot of readers, because I'm new, you know, I watch YouTube. They always get a Magician a bad name. Sometimes depending on the other cards. And I don't know why this smudge going across this infinity symbol. It's like, focus on that. That's a bond that can't be broken. That's a cord that don't disconnect. The Magician is Mercury and represents, for me, it's kind of like the above. So when I talk about twin flames and soulmates and cords, because it's like they even holding on to this cord. And we did see at the beginning of the reading that the dude with the 2 of Wands took the mask off, and we got an 8. I did mention the strength card. So if somebody took their mask off and was really who they are supposed to be, and I hate saying that, but if they were their true selves, away from shadow, expectations, image, like, would they choose you? Because it look like they would without all the extra shit. It look like they might. Or is this you choosing them? Others of you, I just see it as, you know, like your higher self. And you'd be surprised. Some of y'all coming here wondering when you're not going to be alone. Others of you wonder what your ex doing. Some of y'all in relationships being nosy, and what you're looking for, you're going to get it. And then we do have some people that may be in spiritual unions or on a journey, because the high priestess, the Three of Cups, that could talk about a coven. And those type of women were dedicated to God or a deity or, something bigger than themselves. So don't be selfish in the reading and say, well, which one is it? If you ain't in no coven or then, confess your love to Farrakhan or something like that, then don't take that part. All right. So we do have the Magician with these 7 cups. I think it was in my hand. So let's see what we got for chaos and confusion. See what I'm saying? Confusion. Where do I do? Who do I choose? Where do I go? Now the Empress poked her head out, but I'm attracted to you, but I may be with somebody else, but you is for me. See what I'm saying? Now we got a pair. Okay. A pair of people that may have walked away from each other, because here is the 8 of Cups. Here is the King of Swords. Here is that looking back, but damn, at this 5 of Wands. That's the confusion. Some of us change your frequency. You want to stop attracting nutbags. Raise your vibration. Simple. Stop going back, or struggling with yourself. You want to go forward, but they want to go forward, but. And then others of you with this Queen of Cups is like, I ain't doing all the work this time, Jack. That was the lesson, because you admire them. The High Priestess gives me that energy of a soul connection to teach you a lesson. And you, how can I say this without being a jerk? All right. You'll do anything they want or ask you to do, child. And they don't even try to even make you half-ass think that they like you back. And you still do it anyway. You get tired with that 10 of Wands. And it also talks about cutting cords. So some of you have successfully cut those cords to attract new love and stop attracting past mates that you still got beefs and shit with, or lessons you ain't learned, or resentments in your heart. Because if you hate Cujo right now and die tomorrow, that's a cord for you when you come back. And you don't want to deal with that. You want to find what it is you're looking for. You want to live your purpose or get your divine soulmate. But everybody you mad at right now, there is a connection there. That anger, animosity, and beef is a cord. Right? And so without growing past those insecurities, fears, controlling things, you're gonna stay in that cesspool. Okay? And don't be in the same neighborhood. Don't travel. I've seen it happen where the grandparents, the great grandparents, the 7 centuries ago parents had shit going on, and then here come the grandkids that in the same shit. It's always the grandmama that swept shit under the rug, where her kids all got the same last name but 3 daddies. Okay? And then those families and those kids secretly know what's going on, but it's not being spoke of, and hate each other, fight each other, or marry each other. Hell, for all I know. You'd be surprised, since we talk about breaking generational curses and spells or whatnot. Okay? Especially if some people hating on each other and shit. Or spiteful energy. That's some spiteful shit to say, I'm just gonna hide and lie and corrupt and sweep shit under the rug and live my life, and these kids growing up go to school together dating and shit, and they third cousins. Hey, I don't know. Others of you, it's kind of like, I don't know if you're meditating, High Priestess, or doing some soul searching and spiritual stuff, but you ain't dealing with bad memories. And look, the sun and the moon together again. Right here, we have the Lovers with the sun and the moon. And the 8 of Cups could talk about unfinished business. And the 6 of Cups can talk about this cord. Oh, shit. Somebody's released from the cord. Somebody's cord is not ever going to be broken. And then others, it just depends on what cord this is. Like, now we're going to have to start studying cords. Because I know there's the silver lining, right? Or something like that. Where when you astral project, you have a life cord. They say, I don't know. Don't quote me on it and be like, what the fuck she be talking about? I don't know. But they say we have a cord, and that's what keeps us alive. When our astral person or soul or whatever go astral projecting, that's how your body know how to come back to you before you wake up, right? Cool, Google it. I don't know. And then we have karmic cords that could be to limited beliefs, poverty, obesity, sexual shit, all kind of stuff. And then we have y'all talking about soulmates and us, a bond can't be broken, and TD Jakes talking about the Lord wrapped up in it. That could be a divine union. So I don't know which cord it is. So don't say I should be able to pull a card and tell you. I could for your reading, but this is for a collective. Okay, there is a cord, and you on their mind or they on your mind, and that's fact. Okay. Let's go to this King Cup with his real possessive bossy self. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna get mad when things don't go my way, because I'm impatient and want to rush, because I'm insecure. Where if this don't happen now, you must don't want me, you must don't love me, or somebody else gonna get you. Slow and steady wins the race. Somebody is dating to marry. You don't have to try to control it with the Strength card. Okay? May not. Others of you, it's like be patient, because your health is you, starseed, spiritual being, or just an aggravated person. You're going to create bad health for yourself because you are very fucking angry. I'm sorry. And then here we have Temperance and waiting. Releasing. Oh, wait. Wait for love is what you've been missing. Because sometimes love takes a long time. All right. So I think the Chariot just answered itself. We still got to do the 2 wands. I'm nosy. So here's the clarification for the Chariot. New beginning. We're going to do this right. See what I'm saying? Somebody waited and Source brought it together. So somebody might be waiting and somebody might not be. I don't know. But there goes your Chariot. So now let's see. I like that. That was cool. Wait for love is what you've been. Who liked that song? Do I need a new deck? I don't. I could just pull the card for the 2 wands. I just didn't want no missed. Oh shit. See, it's like let me get rid of this crazy motherfucker, and then here I come. Or Source working on you to stop running them off. I don't know. Okay, so two wands, and potential, patience, details. You'll be happy with friendship, slow motion, wish fulfillment. Okay, because this is like I'm reaching out to you, and the 9 of Cups. I don't know why I'm getting so much Mercury here. I think it's Jupiter. I don't know. It's this blue sheet for me, and all these cups with this golden background, right? But this is bliss, this is happiness. And somebody else said this is their favorite card over the Sun card, and I was like, bull. Sun card hands down my favorite. We beefing. I mean, we're not, but the Sun card is my favorite. However, this 9 of Cups could talk about contentment, happiness, and bliss. I know somebody did say that when it talked about good news, bad news, who coming back, who ain't coming back. Baby girl in the comments said that she didn't care. Either way, she was content. And I said, baby girl, that was the message. And it's crazy. If you're watching, the Queen of Swords came up in that reading too. Well, the Queen of Swords was either finna whoop the King of Wands ass or congratulate him. I didn't know which. But this is the wish card. Contentment, satisfaction, contentment with yourself for some of you guys. And your body. Okay? You may be getting what you want. All right? And then others of you, who the fuck is drinking too much? Gosh. I'm not trying to be funny, and don't hate me. Don't give me a thumbs down. I love you. Give me a thumbs up. But you watch this to see what Source is saying. And the page is like something to watch for. So some of you guys got wish fulfillment and moving forward. You get that. But somebody else who hasn't moved forward and you know you haven't, and you're probably drinking a lot and eating too much or hungover, it's probably not going to happen. Because you didn't find contentment with the either way it goes. Because you wanted to control the outcome and you let not controlling it how you wanted it, not going how you wanted it to go, you let that beat you into some low vibration. That's not how it goes, especially if spirit got a plan and it's a part of your fate and your deal or commitment or, contract with this person. It's like, okay, you love them. Okay, you feel this connection. You know it's something, but in the details, it says that you have to be confident. You have to be all of your shadow energy. What if? All right, here's what if. What if you and your person reincarnated in this life together, which does not happen often. And for y'all to be together, there were certain circumstances that had to be completed and in alignment for you two to come together. Now, they may have had their set of details and said, I do. And then you had your set of details and said, I do. But your memory of it is been beat out of you, right? Because we don't remember nothing, right? Unless we meditate and do all kind of spiritual stuff. I don't know. But let's just say you made a pledge because you knew what your natal chart was going to be, that you was about to reincarnate and how life would go. And your being, they was like, I ain't going to be with you like that. Or I don't want you to live like that. And Source was like, okay. Or whoever you made the deal with, hell, I don't want to start making up stuff. But I'm just saying, what if you were to be confident, happy, healthy, on your path, doing your purpose, you making mistakes, whatever, learning lessons, whatever humans do, you were supposed to do all that. And at the same time, let's just say there were certain details in this arrangement. And if you stuck on the fact that, well, we're not together yet, or, it ain't a soulmate or a twin flame, what I thought. Okay, well, you got to get in receiving mode and content with whatever. That way, through contentment, you have the mental clarity and balance to move forward and say, I am going to co-create a new fucking destiny. Or make sense of why you did what you did to contract with this, whatever the case may be. That was just for those that, just not doing too well right now. All right. So here we have it at the end of this reading. I think I clarified all the cards. Yes, see now I got set up. You see why this card sat over there to the end. I do appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed this extension. We have been doing many videos for months, and I gave you full-fledged Pisces TV love reading because I love you. Namaste.